So there's like a fierce storm going out.
The marshals
right
seem
now.
like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
I am just hoping that I don't lose my connection.
Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf was his smoking pipe. Poor kid collapses after just one drag. The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history.
True that. We're not ready to go there yet. Biatch.
Past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there. School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money. Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Ceylondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it. Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
Whoa! Not even fair.
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either. So what'd the kid do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
Except for me. Bye.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing where the world used to be. The calamity happened just like that.
Is that it? Oh,
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back. Through twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him. Finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else. But then, all they got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name. Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me.
Not what I meant to do.
I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
Jesus Christ, can I fucking do something? That fucking sucked. That was a pain in the ass. I have to remember to switch my fucking thing now.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him. I worry for him, just don't care to show it. Hearty punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
Let's actually try that. Oh, that kind of sucks. Okay, shit. I don't know. I guess I'd
If you want
to
to tune
spread
a
more.
scrap musket, you start with the barrel. The menders, they had thankless jobs, the most important kind. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. Behold the Pantheon. A Kobe.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna make my life harder. I'm already like way behind schedule.
Court is back in session for the kid. Old ritual for when folks believe there was this godlike bull watching over them.
Come on, get up. What are you doing?
Had to make do with nothing but a shield.
I need to get a hit 50, less than 50 times. Last time it was like those squirt things that really like did me in. It's these fucking things. If I get him up, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna give it one last try after that. I don't fucking care anymore. Damn it. Oh shit! God damn it. Fuck it, I'm done.
Some folks wound up taking the coward's way out.
Yeah, that's kind of sort of gonna be me right now. No, no, I do not. How do I quit? Oh, I could have just did that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Like those fucking, the little squirt things are gonna get me every time. So I'm not even like gonna bother. But I will try these out. And it looks like you just get XP there. Like I mean not XP, but like those shards or whatever. And I haven't used many of them, so I don't even care.
At Zolwood Grove, marshals learned to make every shot count. The trick was to pop all those nasty gourds without wasting ammo. Most marshals didn't get far on their first few tries. Had to catch a bunch of those gourds in a single shot. Funny thing about muskets is they work best up close. It took a keen eye, not an itchy trigger finger.
Second, not bad.
Kid takes a little personal time for just him and his favorite musket.
Come on.
Plenty of gourds to go around, even now. Marshals like to fine-tune their muskets to get better results.
Damn it. What's needed for first? Probably 15. Knew it.
The orchard grew over so quick, the marshals made
Come
a will
on,
to clear it
stop
out.
talking, I don't care. Ugh, that was horrible. Yep, nope. Yes, start over. I got this, it's fine.
Best of the best cleared the course in just a few shots. Kid probably could have made himself marshal one day.
Damn. Oh, I do have something.
The marshals learned to pack those shells full of fire.
Let's actually try this out.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
Oh yeah, we're still gonna try that though. I wanna know how the effectiveness of the grenades is. Take a look at this.
The city's unwanted things all met their end in the yard.
Scrapyard.
Folks who fouled up would do their time here, smashing things to bits. The quicker they worked, the sooner they could go. Folks learned to plant their feet and put their backs into it. Others would plot a course to navigate that sea of junk. A good day's smashing could feed a family for a week.
So I have to
Kid
go
pays
down
another
to
visit to the
10
scrapyard for old time's sake. Worked too slow and all you got was a sore back. Some folks invested their earnings to forge even better hammers.
Probably what I need to do. Oh, I shaved 7 seconds off. Alright, we'll give it one more try after that. I'll just wait till I guess, upgrade the hammer.
Always plenty there for smashing.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it right now. I think,
Ever wanted to just
I did get an
smash things
upgrade
for a
piece for
while?
it, though.
You know where to go.
I did.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up.
You don't say.
Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Nice. Throw any little bastards.
Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Weepin' Nellie. Just send some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not.
Oh, oopsie.
A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Seperate. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out.
Yeah, this musket is not ideal.
Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. At least she picked a good spot for a break, because the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers. They had their own eyes on the core, but why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these.
Love me.
Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. Kid almost falls again. Windbags get an even better idea. They aim to smash Weepin' Nellie to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie. She's just gotta make one last stop.
Well, let's make that stop before this bitch blows.
With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground and pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems a calamity ain't hurt the peckers' appetites. Kid shoos him off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times Kid nearly fell off the barge back there? 4 times. Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that. But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again?
What the hell?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this place. Music sounds really nice though. Damn it. Fuck you, game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can tell you, like, this musket, not the best fucking option. Wait, didn't I hit the switch? What was down here then? Okay. Seems kind of pointless, but whatever.
explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
Gonna build that wall up to the
They'll be here before too long. We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there and she can't even read it, her father's own journal. He ain't all that shy. Turn him round and round all you like. Pith's still gonna be ugly. Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light. There's something you should know about the kid, but let me take it from the top. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
What do I... hold on.
We track the final core beyond the city to the wilds. That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pincushions ain't the worst of it either. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a Bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened them up. Same goes for the kid. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them. Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion. Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad. The calamity must have scrambled their eggs. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Hardly any signs of the old Jawson camp. Wild green pineapples about the only good thing out here. The wilds already reclaimed this place. Pow gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument until I tried to stop him. Zolf cursed the city. Cursed the Bastion. Cursed me. Said he was going home. Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. Want to stay alive in the wilds, pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
I guess I can roll with those.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Let's see what we can do with this.
We have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none of them are faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
You don't say.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop. Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire could be its own challenge.
So it's about 6.
The slingers were much quicker than the average pistolier.
Damn. 500.
The slingers could plug you full of holes
Yeah, I
faster
don't
than
care.
you could say draw. The slingers like to edge each other out using customized pistols.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Eventually, it all comes down to reflexes. fast you are, you can always get faster.
Alright, so what's next place? 7, alright.
Just because you're fast don't mean you gotta be reckless.
Oh, that was a good one. So if I could just get like one more.
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
Whoop, whoop.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing. After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog.
I feel like I'm
You'll
gonna
get
like
lost
this
in
already.
that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go.
The
What else
fuck?
could I do? What could any of us do?
Puree.
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
That's because Zolf's a dick.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds.
This is not a time to take a nap,
This
sir.
place is intoxicating.
I don't like where this is going.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Wake up.
Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much?
Level 4.
I'm Zolf of Lura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
He's a liar.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild.
Salud.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security is just an empty statement. Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronde the bartender?
Ronnie the bartender was
Proper
already
story's
dead. I
supposed
just
to
scattered
start at
his
the
ashes
beginning.
into the wind.
It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
I feel like something's gonna fall.
He
on it,
wakes
you
up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Piff, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Get up, you lazy bastard. Take that fucking charge.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
They're like the Mario caterpillars.
Ever heard of a lung blossom? It's bigger than the stories say.
No.
bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. The breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Nothing else though?
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
This kid was tripping balls. He dropped some acid.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter. That ought to give
Start
those
with that
dueling
one.
pistols a little extra kick. Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel, it's not for everyone.
I'm very iffy about buying that stuff.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. These beasts, they don't like company.
Oh.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Of course she did.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't get hasty in a place like this. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance round here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Kid's got a mean throwing arm. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Still no sign of the shard. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. That old gator's right on his tail. Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Get out of here, goddamn peckers.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
Did I just kill it?
much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed.
Dead at all.
After all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
Wait. I just fucked up.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury.
What the hell is this?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so is the gal who promised to look after her. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
She definitely ain't.
He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them pistols. To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long.
I wouldn't go that far.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve. Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
I probably should wait till I upgrade that. Yeah, probably. I will.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
I do not like this carbine. Whole
place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
Oh, I need some place to fucking switch this gun. It's horrible.
Kid lets a few of them slip by.
Yeah, because you guys gave me a piece of shit gun.
Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere.
Oh, I don't like this.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Come on. Oh, thank God. Fuck this.
Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Silanian War.
No, I thought I could get them if I fell.
It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
I don't know if
The
there was a
rail must
reload
have
button.
shook
If
the
there
earth
was, I
to
definitely
bone
missed
down
it.
in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rail is turning into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While choking on swamp weed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
These fancy bitches.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower, pincushion, mind you. At first he thinks it's Zulf. Turns out he's wrong. This
Fuck are you?
is for you, says the man. Then wham.
What a dildo, why would you hit me?
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's the kid to do?
Give it to Zia, obviously.
He
Damn,
took
I'm
the
so
shot,
pissed I fucking killed.
took
I didn't
the
kill
hit,
that alligator.
and he took that
I thought that
note.
was just gonna like. I thought I was supposed to go there and it was supposed to shoot me like somewhere. I didn't realize it was gonna fucking send me back.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
See, like, what the hell does this do? Whatever.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Will we? Will we?
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
I wouldn't want that either. No. I'm not gonna buy materials, that'd be stupid. Didn't it say it granted me something? Whatever. Alright, I think it's time for a short break. I will be back in about 5 minutes.